talents can be retained, can go back and contribute to their own community. So you will ask, what is, I think many members will ask, what is the relevance of AIESEC to Hong Kong? I'm sure most of you will know when and where this picture was taken. And it was taken on the 8th of February in Mong Kok when the civil unrest happened. And also, and after a long period of discussion, these problems remain unresolved. I don't know how do you guys think when you see this kind of pictures and news, but for me, I feel really powerless to this kind of situation. And sometimes I really doubt if AIESEC in Hong Kong is developing the talents, the leaders that really should show the need of this society. When I was in Taiwan, the national conference, I had a discussion with some delegates from mainland of China and also from Taiwan. And we were discussing a really controversial issue, which is Taiwan independence. However, during the conversation, what I can see is mutual respect and understanding. And I think this is really important for the Hong Kong people right now, because there are too many hatred in society and we are too polarized. Also, this is the nature of AIESEC. We send people out to different countries so that through the communication to the locals, they start to understand each other. And actually, for a lot of political issue, when it comes to a face-to-face interaction, it's not something that we should be really mad about it. So you would say, apart from letting people to have an open mind, and how is AIESEC relevant to AIESEC-CUHK? So I'm sure most of the members here, you have received my inbox message, and I was asking you guys, do you have any question that you want to know more about me? And one of you asked one question: what was my greatest gain in my AIESEC journey? And I would say actually I've gained really a lot. This is my first time going to a company meeting, my first time to deal with some externals, and my first time to handle some crisis. But what I think the most treasurable thing about this play is that it allowed me to have to believe in myself. I believe in myself that I can make a change to society, to this organization, even if it is a small one. And I think this kind of mindset is really needed for CUHK students, because we can see CUHK students, we care a lot about social issue. However, we don't know how to take a further step to achieve what we want to achieve. And therefore, what I dream about AIESEC in CUHK is that we are the most accessible and also recognized leadership development platform, which every stakeholders will be the promoter of their own experiences. Because I believe that when we are engaging more youngsters in CUHK, they are more open-minded and they know what can they do in the future to contribute to society. Also, I believe if I can show this relevance to my members and let them understand what are we working for and why are we striving for, we will become a passionate LC. Thank you.
Okay, at time 11:32, Chairperson receives procedural motion number 8, which reads that the first round of Q&A session for the LCP candidate is conducted. May I have the proposer? Waiting. Seconder. Lydia. May I have the proposer speak to the motion? Waived. Seconder waived. Any general comments? If no, motion is passed unanimously. Okay. First question. Waiting.
Thank you, Chairperson. So hi, Kiwi. So can you use 1 minute to demonstrate how will you present clarity of art to the audience that they do not know about AIESEC?
And so the character of work of AIESEC is that we dream to have peace and fulfillment kind of human potential. And how do we achieve this vision is that we develop leaders with the elements mentioned in the leadership development model, which includes self-awareness, empower others, and work citizen, and also solution-oriented. And through development, what do we provide to develop this kind of leadership is that we provide practical experiences, like team experiences and also exchange experiences, so that people will go through inner and outer journey, and they can generally become the leaders that we want to develop. Thank you.
Sorry, before the follow-up question, I would like to apologize that I would want to talk about the guidelines of question and answer section. Okay, so please pay attention to this. So the format of this Q&A session would be one question and one follow-up question. So just now Wei Ting asked the first question. So after that, actually, you guys also will have the follow-up questions. But then it depends. If you do not want to have a follow-up question, you can just wait and do this gesture, and then I will waive your question for follow-up question. So each other candidate has one minute to think of the answer, and then 2 minutes to answer the question. So we have the time. There's a time key for that. Yeah. So also again, so there is a standing order. So when you ask any question, so you raise your hand, and then I'll call your name, and then you reply with thank you, chairperson, before you actually ask your question. So if I will have the right to discard any inappropriate or irrelevant questions based on the agenda or on the content of the question. Yeah, so last but not least, you can also, if the candidate has want to clarify on something, so she would do this, or you can also do this to clarify if the candidate does not answer a question, so you do this and I'll call your name for a point of clarification and you can further elaborate on it. So Q&A.
Thank you, Chairperson. So Kiwi, how do you perceive yourself as an AIESEC from AIESEC in Hong Kong?
Thank you, Chairperson. I think me as an AIESEC, talking about the leadership development model, first of all, for self-awareness, I'm aware of my own strength and weakness, like I'm an optimistic person, and I'm also looking at time management. I'm a work citizen, so after I enter AIESEC, actually I pay more attention to the news of social and also the world from the world. And for empowering others, I'm trying to take different leadership roles in AIESEC, and I try to use different methods to develop my members and try to find their strength. And for
point of clarification, waiting.
How do you, thank you, Chairperson. So how do you perceive yourself, not talking about what do you actually do during your term? So how do you perceive yourself as an AIESEC from AIESEC in Hong Kong? That is my question. Thank you.
You mean based on what kind of aspect?
Just like you see yourself, like I'm proud to be an AIESEC, and this is how you perceive yourself as an AIESEC.
Chairperson. So for being an AIESEC-er, actually I feel like really proud, and also I'm more confident about myself because I'm having different opportunities to know myself better. But I think what I can do more is that I try to just stay using the principle of AIESEC within AIESEC. But I'm not trying to spread the value of AIESEC to the people around me, for example, like my friends and families. And I think this is what every AIESEC-er should do and what I can do more in the future. Thank you.
New question. Willie.
Chairperson, hi Kiwi. So please tell the time that you have empowered the people around you.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think the time for me to empower the people is that when I have had individual chats with my member in the last month, which I talk about, like I discussed with them, what is the upcoming opportunities they would like to achieve. And some of them originally, they were not thinking to stay in the leadership team. However, after they chat with me, they think more about what they can do in the future, and some of them have changed their mind. And I think this is the time that I empower them. Thank you.
Follow-up question from Willie.
Thank you, Chairperson. Please describe a time that people around you empower you.
Kiwi.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think the last time where someone empowered me, it was during my chat with my manager, Vicky. And I think for empowering others, this concept in AIESEC is not necessary that only the leaders should empower the members. And actually, my managers empowered me in the sense that I really felt my ability in running for LCP. However, she was able to point out some strength that I can utilize in my LCP term. And this is the time that she encouraged me to take up this position. And at that time, I feel that I'm empowered. Thank you.
New question. Ms. Jasmine Chen.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, can you evaluate the Legislative Council candidates Holden Chow, the leadership qualities with the AIESEC leadership development model? Thank you.
Kiwi.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think for Holden Chow, first of all, he has a low self-awareness because he used the attitude that he used when debating with other candidates. It's not a constructive way, and so he's not aware of this kind of communication. style. And also for more citizens, I think Golden Child is more focused on Hong Kong's relationship with China, which he cannot include some international element. Maybe it's just about one barrel gold, but he ignored other countries. For empowering others, I can merely see that Golden Child, he used some speech to make the general public to believe in him. So I think he's weak in this part also. For solution oriented, I can see he's trying to propose some solution towards social issue in Hong Kong. However, I don't think those solutions can tackle the root problem of Hong Kong.
Follow-up question from Jasmine.
Thank you, Chairperson. So suppose now you get 4 minutes to persuade Alvin Yeung to be our guest speaker in one of our activities. So how can you show the relevance of AIESEC-LC-CUHK to our society? Thank you.
I have read your manifesto, and I know that one of your programs will be quality education that you propose education to all early years and also the consideration of hybrid ASA. So actually, quality education, it is one of the sustainable development goals that the whole globe is working towards to a picture that we are striving for. And I think we are we're putting our effort in develop young talents to tackle this kind of issue. So we would like to deliver a speech in our Thank you, Chairperson. Just like I mentioned before, the leadership that we were talking about in AIESEC is about the 4 elements, which is self-aware, what citizen, empowering others, and also solution-oriented. But for Steve Weiler, I think in his mind, to his leadership is that he's in a higher position in the government, so that the society has to do what he said, and we should always follow his order. However, he's not empowering anyone to persuade them to achieve the same goal as him. So, and also when Sivana proposed some solution to the economic problem of Hong Kong, he's not focusing in the root problem, and so I think he's not that solution oriented. Thank you.
Follow-up question from Lydia.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, if CY1 can join any kind of AIESEC program, so which program will you suggest him to join and why?
Thank you, Chairperson. So I think similar why he's proposing solution not related to the Hong Kong root problem is because he's always he's always sitting in the office and he don't understand what is happening in the local community. So I would suggest him to join GC Global Citizen Program, and so that he can develop a responsible leadership by contributing to local society. And when he is in another foreign country, he has no strong backup from the government or either from the people around him. However, he has to deal with the difficulties by himself. So I think this will greatly enhance his self-awareness. And also when he's interacting with people coming from different countries, he will realize actually the world is not just about China, Hong Kong, and one better world. And I think this is a really important mindset that he should instill so that he know how to tackle the root problem that happens in Hong Kong. Thank you.
New question. Christy.
Thank you, Chairperson. May you mention one political party that is most aligned with AIESEC value and one political party that is the least aligned with the AIESEC value?
Thank you, Chairperson. And I think the most aligned party is the Civic Party, and because they try to live in a place with diversity, and they accept people from different countries, and also they are acting sustainably, because just like I was mentioned, Alvin Young, one of the candidates, is actually striving for quality education, and this is one of the sustainable development goals that mentioned. And for the party that is less aligned is Democratic Alliance for the Betterment and Progress of Hong Kong Party, because they're proposing to letting more mainlanders to come to Hong Kong, and they think this is our main economic resources. However, they ignore the importance of welcoming tourists from different countries, and this is a really important part for living diversity.
Follow-up question from Christy.
Thank you, Chairperson. So do you think that ISEC got a certain preference on political issues? And if yes, so how ISEC can declare itself as a political independent organization? Thank you.
Kennedy, Kiwi.
Thank you, Chairperson. I don't think ISEC has any preference in political stand or issue. And it is because why I said that, for the Pacific Party is more aligned with our value, it's just that they have demonstrated some of the behavior that mentioned in ISEC 6 value. But if that party, he is doing something that is contradicting to our value, maybe they have corruption, so that they are not demonstrating integrity, and that won't be something that ISEC will suggest or to advocate. And so that I don't think ISEC have any preference, and we just perceive different behavior if it's aligned with our value or not. Thank you.
Your question. Briefing.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, Kiwi, please comment on the behavior between Wong Hawaii and Siwalan for their response on the Facebook page. So, for your information, Siwalan is about his response on the Lau fakes, and Wong Hawaii is about her response on the fur clothing incident.
Kennedy, Kiwi.
Thank you, Chairperson. I'm not quite sure how Siwalan has response to the angry face that he get from the Facebook, but I guess he's not trying to understand why is this happening. But for Wong Hawaii, that's response on the fur that he's wearing. I think that she has shown herself awareness because she actually realized that he do the wrong thing because he's promoting the fur industry. And also she has demonstrated that she's willing to admit the mistake that she has committed. And this kind of response also it can make the netizens less angry about her and make the netizens more understanding.
Follow-up question from Wei.
Thank you, Chairperson. So if someone says something offensive to our LC on social media, for example, on CHK Secret, about our OGX didn't pay back to our EP, so how will you do for the response?
Chairperson. What I would do is to maybe use the Facebook account of AIESEC-LC-CUHK and then to leave a comment so that we understand what happened to that exchange participant, and we leave our contact there, and so that we tell him that he can immediately contact us so that we can do some further follow up on his situation. Thank you.
Your question, Rudy.
Thank you, Chairperson. Here, there is a quote that power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely. As an organization which aims at developing future leaders, so and oh, okay. That quote is like in Chinese, 權力導致腐敗，絕對的權力導致絕對的腐敗。Okay, so as an organization which aims at developing future leaders, how will you ensure people is still acting AIESEC values even if they get their power from their positions in the society in the future? Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. First of all, actually, when the AIESECers, when they enter society, we can't really actually control what they behave. But what we can do beforehand to prevent this situation to happen is that, just like what I mentioned in the opening speech, we should always remember the the relevance of AIESEC to society. And the second one, I believe in the power of role modeling, is that the leadership team should always demonstrating the value, which is mentioned in the AIESEC value, so that we can affect our members, influence our members, and also instill them with this kind of value. And also, I think that maybe for different programs, we should always implement lead, which allows them to develop the leadership quality that we mentioned in the LDM model, LDM. So
to take the next step in AIESEC. Thank you.
So hello everyone. I think you guys may think that I'm really calm sitting in this position, but actually I'm very nervous. And I just want to say that if you have one thought that you think you should try this position, I think you should just go for it, because no matter if you're success or you lost, the journey that you prepare for running this position, it will be a memorable and unforgettable experience, and it will definitely be it's a huge challenge for you, and you will able to identify your own limits. So yeah, just go for it. Thank you.
New question. Justin.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, Kiwi, how would you choose for your executive board team this year? I think that can that is able to strive for goal, or a team that is really bonded and devoted but can't strive for any results. For your reference, the team that is able to strive for goal is not bonded totally. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. And so, actually, I think for like the executive board, if they are really devoted, they will strive for goal. But in the question you mentioned, I would choose for the team that they strive for goal. However, the team is not that bonded. It is because AIESEC is all about how many experiences you have created for the people outside. So if we are not striving for our goals, actually we are not doing our positive impact to society. However, if the team is not bonded, I believe my personality will help a lot because I'm an easygoing person and I'm good at bonding people together. And I'm sure this kind of personality will help me to let the team become more bonded. Thank you.
Follow-up question from John.
Can you tell us, Chairperson, so can you tell us one of the key elements that the leadership team in AIESEC-LC-CUHK should possess? Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think the major quality that I would like the leadership team to possess is proactiveness, because if the LT they are proactive, they will be proactive in learning, and therefore they will work really hard to equip themselves to become a better leader, so that we can deliver better team experiences to our members, and also we can strive to our goals, just like I mentioned, to create more opportunities for the people outside. And also, if the LT team if the LT they are proactive, they will be also proactive in engaging members around them, so that I'm sure it will be a really united LC in the next year. Thank you.
New question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. Hi, Kiwi. So what is your life goal and why?
you, Chairperson. So actually, I don't have a really specific life goal. However, I would like to do positive contribution to society in the future. And there are lots of places I love, there are lots of culture that I practice. And I think it is a really irresponsible way for like some of my friends, they are thinking about like moving to other countries instead of trying to contributing to some local social program. And I really hope that I can contribute to society in the future.
Or question, really? Wait, you question. Wait.
Thank you, Chairperson. So Kiwi, how do the national plenary, especially your ENC, can support you to achieve your goals and plans?
Candidate. Kiwi.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think I can, like, how can the ENC help me in achieving my plan is that I can communicate with them and maybe I can learn some good case practice from them to achieve my plan. For example, for brand enhancement, I know that like for HKPU and Hong Kong U and also CTU, they did a really good job in promoting their like marketing campaign and also receive arousing lots of awareness in the campus. And I can maybe ask how to they campaign and also understand more about the initiative so that I can try to, maybe I can learn something and try to implement in my LC. And also for the the empowerment of leadership team, I know that UST they have a initiative which is a challenging week to like offer some really challenging tasks to their members and managers. And I think this can be implemented also in the empowerment of LT so that maybe we can give some really challenging tasks to our leadership team so that they can equip them with the skill set in a short period of time before we are recruiting our new members. Thank you.
For question for Wei.
Thank you, Chairperson. So if you are elected as LCP, so what kind of legacies you would like people to remember about yourself?
I think the legacy that I would like to leave actually is the change of mindset, which is actually we can through empower our LT to achieve more for our organization. And because as you can see in my manifesto, my major focus area is leadership leadership empowerment. And I believe if the plan that I suggested is work, then when every year they will follow my direction and they will try to do more to empower our LT, I'm sure our organization will be sustainable, and also we will have breakthrough in the future, and this cycle will go on. Thank you.
New question. Justin. Kiwi, so for your manifesto, we have seen that you want to boost the conversion rate from recruitment talk to the application of OGCTV recruitment process. But in the coming 23rd of March, we are going to hold another recruitment talk, and actually Just enjoy.
Any follow-up question from Becky? Great. New question. Justin.
You have written down here that for IM department, you suggest, thank you, Chairperson, more communications between IT department with other departments are needed, and IT talents are needed. So what do you mean by that? And how can you discover and find more IT talents?
Thank you, Chairperson. And so for the more communication between IM department and other department is because I found that sometimes for IM department, they don't know how to help the exchange department because they are not they're not knowing the details of our center of procedure, so that they don't know like which one they can offer their help to us, so that for more communication, maybe next year IM department and other exchange department, they can have some maybe cross-departmental meeting so that they can understand more like their standard of procedure so that they can think of ways and try to improve the process. And for like to recruit and to things that I've just mentioned, we need to have more IT talents. And how do we attract them is it can be like we go watch class of like the class of engineering students. But I think it is really important that we stress on like how can IM department contribute to the whole organization, and this is one of the back office, and sometimes it may be hard for them to see the value of their own department. Thank you.
Follow-up question from Justin. Wait, new question. Really? Wilson.
Chairperson. So like in the Taiwan National Conference, we can see that like different LC are very connected and united. So like so as a potential LCP for CHK, so how we would like to collaborate with other LCP in the next year, so we can see that different LC in Hong Kong will be more united and connected in the next year.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think to like build a sense of belonging of the whole national plenary, first we have to start with our own LC, and first we have to start with every department. So first of all, me and the TM LCPP elected will be like helping every department to do team building at the first of the semester. And also, I have set up internal communication manager under like talent management department, and she or he will be responsible for maybe holding some gatherings for the whole LC, maybe Huasan Fan and also Tayate. And then we have also have just like I mentioned in opening speech, I will make sure we have a shared vision. So one of my key focus area is empowerment of leadership team, and so that the leadership team will feel their ownership towards our plan, so that they can feel like we are working towards the same goal. And I will also highly encourage my VPs to hold more department working gathering or just informal gathering. So if this kind of practices well, I would suggest them to other like LC, so that when we can all implement together and we have a like the common picture to strive for, then we will have a like more sense of belonging to this entity. Thank you.
Follow-up question from Wilson. Wait. At time 12:32, Chairperson received general motion number 1, which reads that the warmest welcome is given to Mr. Derek Wu, the local committee president of HKUS of AIESEC-LC-CUHK 1516. May I have the proposer? Waiting. Seconder. Video. Would proposer speak for the motion?
Hi, Derek. So welcome to today's EGM. So thank you for coming. So please use your ED experience to ask more questions to our candidates and help her. Thank you.
Seconder.
Thank you, Chairperson. Hi, Derek. Welcome to our LCP EGM. So you have so many experience in AIESEC, and please use your experience to maybe ask questions to challenge Kiwi, and then I think she will learn something from you. Thank you.
Any general comments? If no, motion is passed by acclamation. New question.
My question is quite similar. Thank you, Chairperson. It's quite similar to Wilson's. So, what do you think is the speciality of AIESEC and CUHK, and how are we different from other LCs? So, you could use adjectives to describe us and also the rest of the
Thank you, Chairperson. So for speciality of CUHK, I would say we have a harmonious hemisphere. So for other LC, PolyU, I would say is happy. For Lingland is friendly. For BU is united. For CTU is international. For UST is innovative. For Hong Kong U is professional. Thank you.
Follow-up question from Lauren. Thank you, Chairperson. It's kind of actually one question, but some say that their expectation of what they hope to achieve before joining AIESEC is one thing, and during the year what they achieved is another thing. So how would you address this problem, and what are your methods to tackle it?
Thank you, Chairperson. So first of all, and I think we should move the whole timeline to a more earlier stage. So when we are recruiting our new members, so just like I mentioned, I would like to transform the format of our recruitment talk into small audience we also have to ask them their expectation to this organization and to see if we are able to provide that kind of experience, and we should acknowledge them at that time. So, but after members are have joined our program, sometimes we deliver our standard and minimums. For example, maybe they don't have experiences because our managers is not good at maybe tracking and coaching, and therefore in my focus area, I mentioned empowerment of leadership team, which I would like to equip the managers with this kind of skills to make sure we're able to provide equality experiences for the members, and so that they will have a fruitful member journey. Thank you.
Any question? Ruby.
Thank you, Chairperson. So Kiwi, please, based on the data of session 1415 to 1516, how would you evaluate the participation rates of team building events? Thank you.
Point of clarification for Kiwi.
You mean the team building event provided by talent management at the shops? Thank you, Chairperson. I don't have the accurate data in my hand. Many of the teams, they can't go to the team building session because their schedule cannot fit. I would say that it's because maybe for some managers they don't understand the importance of team building and also so for next year we have to more stress on the importance of team building and to encourage the team building I mentioned is to initiate during the first department week so that we can make sure that every department is undergo this process.
And have participation if they are really busy at the early stage because of some national conference, common meeting, and common work. So, despite of the first team building event you have started, how would you encourage the members to join other team building events?
So first of all, I will communicate with the internal communication manager and to make sure the event must be fun and make sure, because I believe the importance of role modeling. So I hope that LT would be, I will ask my LT to participate in the event. And also I think the most important thing is we should inform maybe the dates and venue earlier so that the members can arrange the schedule. And I believe when the member they first join in our organization, they are really motivated and they would love to join any events that hold by our LC. Thank you. Your question. Video.
Thank you, Chairperson. So among all leaders around the world in different aspects, so who you think that which one has the closest leadership style with you?
Thank you, Chairperson. So the leadership style that I found similar to is not some famous or huge leaders, but my manager Tiffany, because she's a really friendly and nice person, and she's also a democratic leader because she listens a lot to members' ideas and try to consolidate so that the discussion can have a common ground. And also she's always passionate in developing her members. So I think my leadership style is quite similar to hers. Thank you.
Follow-up question from you. Thank you, Chairperson. So what do you think you are still lacking of to be the ideal leadership that you want to be?
Thank you, Chairperson. I think until this point, I'm still not good at making tough decisions, and I think this is one of the qualities that, like, I should be more determined when I become an SCP, especially when the decision is concerning about, like, maybe rights and standards. So I think this is thing that the mindset that I have to change and equip myself. Thank you.
Good question. Challenge.
What do you think is a successful leader and what would you do to achieve
Sorry, can you repeat that?
what do you think is a successful leader and what would you want?
Thank you, Chairperson. So to me, successful leadership don't have to be like really impactful, but to me, it's like you can influence the people around you to do something positive. And what will I do to achieve this leadership style? First of all, I will try to communicate more with the people around me so that they understand my value. And I think, and why am I saying doing some maybe the positive behavior? And I think for leadership, it's really important that you're not forcing people to follow you. However, you inspire your stories or your conversation, you inspire him or her, so that he or she would choose to follow the same path or choose to believe in the value that you believe in. Thank you.
Follow-up question from Kelly.
Chairperson, so let's say take Donald Trump as an example. Even both of the states that say he's insane, that he still get advantage and previous Super Tuesday. Would you consider he as a successful leader?
Chairperson. I don't think Donald Trump is a successful leader because, as I mentioned, a successful leader has to influence the people to do the positive thing. However, what Donald Trump is advocating is to build barriers to make sure other people won't enter the United States. Also, he perceives like all Mexicans are smugglers and drug dealers, and I think this is not the right value to advocate. And he's actually arousing hatred among the public instead of from advocating love and peace. And so I won't consider him as a good leader. Thank you.
Chairperson would like to throw a question list as the first round of elected meeting Q&A will be concluded very soon. So if you would like to ask a question before it concludes, so please have a show of hand, and I will call your name and you put down your hand after that. Derek, Henry, Jasmine, Kevin, Christy, Lydia, Wei-Ting. If you're going to leave at 2, so this is the last chance that you can ask question. Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Derek.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, can you please tell us about what the organization goals and what the personal goals that you have for this year?
Thank you, Chairperson. And so for the next year, my organization goal is that we empower our members to deliver quality exchange and also team experiences. And my personal goal is to equip myself to become a better leader in the aspect of providing a better team experience for my EVs, which maybe includes for I want to enhance my coaching skills, and also like to do strategic planning beforehand so that we can have a more smooth running process. Thank you.
Follow-up question from Mr. Derek.
Thank you, Chairperson. So as I know that you study nursing, so can you please tell me how can an LCP experience help you in terms of being a nurse?
Thank you, Chairperson. So what can I learn from my LCP experience is that I think coaching skills is actually very important when I'm tackling with patients, because patients they may have different kind of problem. For example, they don't want to take some medicine, or they are taking some food that they should not take. And what I have to do is to ask them why they have this kind of behavior, and also understand what kind of support I can provide to them. And moreover, for being a nurse, actually there are I can be promoted to different levels, and I'm sure the management skills that I acquired after I become a SCP can definitely help me in those kinds of aspects. Thank you.
Next question goes to Henry.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, if you can't detail what would be the impact to the LC if you cannot have LTT, if you cannot have one of the TM manager, the TMT, if you cannot have one of the IMT, and if you cannot have one of the chemistry MT? What concrete impact of LCs with goals and all this?
Thank you, Chairperson. So if I don't have a LTT, I think because my original goal for the TXP MPS, which include TLB, is 60, so I think it may drop to 30 because managers they are not equipped with the enough skill set to provide a good team experience for members. But I will try to equip my ED with the skills so that they can improve the process. And for TM manager also contribute to the same goal for in the MPS because he or she will be also working in the focus area of leadership to empowerment. And for IN, I would say the goals of EP MPS score may be lowered because I will want to build some maybe tracker for LC partnership, and if we can't track the EP and experience more clearly, and their score maybe will drop to half of it. And for campus events, if I don't have any managers,
Thank you, I don't think that's the first part. I said concrete equal, so lower to the number, drop to.
Thank you, Chairperson. And so for TXP MPS, it will drop to 30. For the campus event, it won't be affected because I will try to find others to substitute his or her position. And also, for IM, the EPMPS score may decrease to 30. Thank you.
Follow-up question from Henry.
Thank you, Chairperson. So I assume that people sitting in this room, some of them could be your potential. So could you tell them confidently what is something in your plan that could make you make ISEC and CUHK the strongest LC after the term?
Thank you, Chairperson. So in my manifesto, the major focus area is leadership, team empowerment, and this is the focus area that this is my must achieve for the next year. And I know some of the members here, you may think that for in the past session, you are not acquired with enough learning or skills to empower the managers next year. But I will make sure I will build the 3 strategies that I mentioned so that you guys will be equipped, and also you will see a united LT, which is striving for the same goal. And I'm sure all of you will be looking forward to these challenging and fruitful experiences. Thank you.
Next question goes to Jasmine.
So thank you, Chairperson. So from Henry Manifesto, and you can see that he tries to make AIESEC in Hong Kong, AIESEC for Hong Kong, by encapsulating many government's policy like One Belt, One Road. So can you highlight one of the key elements in your manifesto that can demonstrate that you are aligning to AMC's direction? And would you mind to suggest 2 activities that you will do in your terms to increase the relevance of AIESEC and CUHK regarding to our society? Thank you.
So the alignment must be just focused on One Belt, One Road.
No. Just increase relevance.
Thank you, Chairperson. So first of all, although in my focus area, brand enhancement, next year we will have some large-scale campus events, and also we will have our own promotion strategies. However, I will make sure our main message will be aligned with the national plenary to make sure AIESEC and Hong Kong is as one. And for the and also I will also this is not written in my plan, but I will push my members to maybe become one of the organizing committee of Future Sustainability Summit and maybe the facilitator, so that we can contribute to these national events. And moreover, for the exchange department, I will, because we have a platform to EPs for promoting different exchange opportunities. So I will also promote the reintegration project that's suggested by MC to those EP to make sure they will choose to go for that kind of opportunity. Thank you.
Follow-up question, please.
So Kiwi, thank you, Chairperson. So Kiwi, can you tell us some of the AIESEC international trends regarding OTCP and how you will incorporate this in your next year term? Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. So for exchange department, as we are having new customer flow, which means the exchange participant, they can go onto the opportunity portal and search for opportunities by themselves. And so for next year, when we were when we are doing exchange promotion, we can target focus some LC partnership. And also we have to make sure we have included the link for opportunity portal under some posts to make sure the applicants they will use that platform. Thank you.
At time 13:07, Chairperson received general motion number 2, which reads that the warmest welcome is given to Mr. Henry Lee, the member committee, the president-elect of AIESEC 1617, Ms. Samantha Mann, local committee president of AIESEC-LC-CUHK 1516, and also Mr. Alec Cano, the national trainers team coordinating CUHK of AIESEC Hong Kong session 1516, and the proposer. Wait, seconder. Lydia, wait, proposer speak with the motion.
Hi, Harry. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Alec. So thank you for coming to our EGM today. So please use your experience to ask more questions and challenge our candidate so that she can have more insights in the guide. Thank you.
Seconded.
Hi, Harry, Alec, and Samantha. Thank you for coming for our EGM. So please use your experience or your EB experience to ask Kiwi's question and then also challenge her, and then she can know what she needs and she's going to do better in the future. Thank you.
Any general comments? The motion is passed by acclamation. Next question goes to
As you mentioned in your manifesto, you mentioned about setting up OC system for large-scale campus events. How would you motivate members from other departments to work for something out of their functional area?
Thank you, Chairperson. So first of all, for setting up an OC system, actually I have asked some of the comments from the members, and almost all of them they actually feel interested in being one of the OC if we are having campus event, and it's because they want to use this kind of opportunities to work with the people from different departments. And moreover, to motivate them, because to hold a campus event, we must have different positions, maybe like finance and sales, to form some partnership with some externals, so that we actually offer some experiences which is relating to their original function, and this can help them to enhance their skills. And the third reason I would suggest them is that this kind of experiences, I will stress on, it can actually contribute when they are going for some national opportunities, like being the organizing committee of maybe YS or other conference OC. Thank you.
One question we have. Next question goes to Christine.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, hi, Julie. I know that you got 3 managers. You 4 are quite, friends now. So, may you tell us more about how you deal with your managers and how you manage them, or as a VP, so how you treat your relationship with the middle manager? Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. So for my 3 managers, first of all, I'm trying to understand what are their expectations towards me. Like before, I thought that they have more experiences in AIESEC, so I always ask them questions. But actually, they expect me to do more self-learning and to acquire the knowledge by myself. So I believe this is the quality of being VP, and so I try to improve myself. And also, I try to understand what they really need. So because for their last year AIESEC's performance, atmosphere is not really good. So this year I try to create a more supportive and warm atmosphere so that they are willing to devote more. However, I felt in pushing my managers to achieve the goal that I set in the beginning of my term. Like for realization, I'm only achieving 25% of my goal, and it's because I'm not determined enough to tell them the importance of striving to this goal. Thank you.
Question, please.
So, thank you, Chairperson. So, how do you think that your manager performance is apart from your previous answer that LT should unite and strive for the common goal? And I believe that your mentality is quite good. So I believe that you have the same attitude when you draft a manifesto. So it applies that how you deal with the manager is simply incorporate in what in the manifesto. So if the performance of the manager is quite apart from your expectation, so how do you think that next year the LT will be united and to achieve your vision and mission? Thank you.
Clarification here.
So it's like if next year there are managers that they fail to achieve the performance they are supposed to be happy with.
Also, first I would like you to evaluate how your manager is deviate from the goal of LT should be united and structure the common goal. And the assumption of me is that you deal with your manager is in line or it's quite wouldn't change at all in this section and the coming section. So it means that your effort put on your manager this year is same as your attitude towards LT in the next section. So if so, how would you think that the next year strategy in your manifesto could help you to achieve the goal that all LT is empowered and be united? So the first part is about the deviation and reality check, and the second part is about the expectation and implementation of the manifesto strategy in section 1617. Yeah.
Thank you, Chairperson. So for the deviation and reality part, so for my last session, so actually I want to focus more on networking events, and I also I want my team to have more cocoa gatherings. However, they did not follow my plan. And it's because I think the problem is that they don't have their ownership towards my plan and towards the initiative that I suggest. And therefore, for next year, although I will also like understand my manager's expectations and I will try to understand what they need. However, I will be more determined in like pushing my strategy. Moreover, I will like just what I mentioned in leadership team empowerment, I will try to increase the ownership of leadership team towards our plan through co-planning and also some monthly LGP. And I think this kind of situation can be prevented in the next year. Thank you.
Next question goes to Ms. Wall.
Thank you, Chairperson. Hi, Curie. So can you evaluate this year NPS, midterm NPS survey of CUHK?
Thank you, Chairperson. And so for the NPS score of member is negative 8.16, and for TLP is 34.8. And I think in our national performance, the NPS for our member is quite low in the national country. However, the TLP is okay. So I would say for the member experience part, is because our managers, because the member experience, so part of the part of the problem can be the members' mindset, but also part of it can be contributed to that our LT failed to provide equality team experiences for our members, and therefore they have such a low NPS score. And for the TLP, we have a quite good results. And I think it's because like everyone is taking a step forward, a leadership role in this session, and they found that they facing a lot of challenge and they can see their growth.
Follow-up question, Julia.
Thank you, Chairperson. So from your manifesto, you mentioned that in TM you will open 3 teams. So how will you ensure that the TM can get the quality successor next year if you don't is not going to recruit any new members for TM?
You mean how to recruit quality successor in 16, 17,
17, 18 for TM.
17, 18. Thank you, Chairperson. So for 17, 18, I hope that one of the manager of TM department can become the VP, and to ensure that the manager he or she will want to go for this position is that we have to make sure we are implementing LEC in our like daily education cycle, and also we have to fulfill like the standard like mentioned in team experiences, and we should do the succession planning more earlier. And I will communicate with the vice president of TM so that he or she can communicate more with his or her manager to see if they would like to go for this position next year. And also we will also promote this opportunity to every department members, because we will tell them that actually their experiences in maybe other departments can contribute a lot for TM, because they are more like they can understand the process of other departments much better, and they can provide suitable trainings for them. Thank you.
Last question goes to AK.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, TV, based on your past experience and understanding, how do you think CUHK students perceive our LC?
Thank you, Chairperson. Based on my understanding, CHK students generally perceive us some as professional, some as a business organization, some is like thinking we're very mature, and some think that we're always speaking in English, and some think that we do exchange. Thank you.
Follow-up question from AK.
Thank you, Chairperson. So, as an AIESEC from AIESEC in CHK, what will you do to make CHK students come to trust you and the entity? So, what will you do to make CHK students come to trust you and the entity?
So just like what I mentioned in manifesto, I would like to boost the policy and also the quantity of exchange, because I believe that if more people from CHK that have gone through exchange, and if they can have a good experiences, and they will share to their friends, and this actually can help us to gain credibility. And also we should utilize our strong campus relations, because currently we have some some colleges, they recognize our program and they offer some award and also funding for the exchange participants. And also for internal advisor, we have director of OSA Raymond Blanc, and also vice chancellor to be our advisor. And we should maybe let the maybe through Facebook, we should let the CHK students to know that they're actually actually campus recognize our effort a lot, so that they can trust in our entity more. Thank you.
At time 13:26, Chairperson receives procedural motion number 9, which reads that the first round of question and answer session for the LC candidate is concluded and the proposer. Waiting, seconder. Lydia. Our proposal to the motion waived, seconder waived. Any general comments? If no, motion is passed unanimously. At time 13:27, Chairperson receives procedural motion number 10, which reads that the first election general meeting of AIESEC-LC-CUHK to be temporarily suspended. And the proposer. Lydia, seconder. Jasmine, the proposal for the motion, waived, seconder waived. Any general comments? If no, motion is passed unanimously. Okay, so can you guys come back? This is agenda is delayed, so I think if you guys can come back at around 2, and we'll conduct a call at 14:05. You guys can buy takeaway, come back here and eat, so that you don't need to wait for the queue for the seats. Yeah. Thank you. See you later.